Hey everybody, welcome to Backcountry Cuisine. Today, I'm going to teach you how to take regular old straw, like something you get if you're getting soda, regular straw, and make it into an ultralight spice container thing. Oh, give me some rice with plenty of spice, with a holder that lets me. So you take a straw, cut it in half. You can. So you take your straw and you cut it in half. And there are two ways you can do this. The first one I've always done is just to melt the end of it. And one of the things I found that makes it easier to get a good seal is to pinch off the end, so it's nice and thin. Fold it over a little bit. And use the pliers to kind of squish it. Squish it down. Make sure you got a nice little fold to it like this. And then heat it up. Get it to melt. You want that fold to be part that's melted. And then you've got an even stronger bond there because it's got two layers and it won't just spring open quite as easily. So I just folded it over, heated it up, and then squished it with my pliers. And once it cools off, yeah, it feels pretty cool. You can test it by pinching it this way. Make sure it doesn't open up on its own. Kind of just lightly pick at the seam and make sure it doesn't just pop off or something like that. So that one's set. To do the other end, depending on how long you want it, I'm going to want mine only about this long. I'm going to take an inch off of the top of this. Don't lose that piece. Uh-oh. I'll take it off of this one. Don't lose that piece, because I just lost it again. Are you kidding me? And we need it for the cap on this. So one of the things I really like about this is it's resealable. And this is the trickiest part. But you take about a half an inch to 3/4 of an inch, fold it over like that, and you will see that my little cap here will not fit over that wide part of the straw. So what you do is you put your fingernail in there and you pinch it so it folds over again the opposite way. So you fold over once this way and then fold it in half that way. Now this straw will slip right over top, and now you've got yourself perfect little resealable cap. You pull this off, open it up, sprinkle a little salt, a little sugar, whatever it is that you want in there. Reseal it. Resealable ultralight spice holder. So you just pop a few of these right in your pot so that you're ready to cook, and so you can have some salt, some pepper, maybe some powdered sriracha, good stuff. So you can just be all set and ready to go for just a little bit of added kick. If your meal is like, not quite there, just need a little more. You can even put broth powder in here. That would work as a great flavoring too. So that's that. Now, I did think about an easier way, because this part always concerns me. It doesn't want to melt very well. So I usually can get it to work, but it's kind of playing around with it. So what if instead of half of your straw, you do more like, I don't know, maybe 3/4, 2/3, 2/3 maybe. And simply just make 2 resealable ends. So I get a couple of those short pieces for my caps, if I don't lose them. They do like to fly. It's true. So now I've got 2 of these, and fold it over, pinch it up, seal one end, then fold it over, pinch it sideways, And then do you see that too? Maybe not. Maybe it's just my imagination. I thought I saw a chicken. Anyways, so you can just seal off both ends. So now you've got a seal on. It is a chicken. They're following me. No. Anyways, so that's just simpler. You don't have to deal with the whole melting and pinching off and all that. I don't know. I'm kind of digging on this idea of just doing a double-ended resealable container. It's simple. It's a really secure hold, and then you've got your spice holder. I love it. And you know, if you make it a little too long, you're like, it's just too long for me. I want it shorter. Well, that's easy. You just drop your scissors and then pick them up. And then you just cut off to whatever length you want. Pinch it off again. Fold it over. And voila, you have a shorter spice holder now. It's very nice for your cooking. Now, what do you do to fill it up? Because now maybe not the most smartest cookie in the cookie jar, but I tried to pour spice into here the first time. It didn't work very well. It really was not very effective. So here's what I have discovered. Let's say I want to use some Italian spices, right? I take my Italian spices and I put them in a bowl. Just mass them up, just tons, just a bunch of it. I'm not going to use all that. That's okay. Just making it easier for myself. I open up my spice holder like this, and then I just kind of scoop them in. And this works better with rice or with salt. But if you just keep scooping, you will scoop and shake, scoop and shake, scoop and shake, scoop and shake. It's pretty exciting, isn't it? And I do that just to kind of help it settle it a little bit so I can get a little more in there, get the density going. Right there. Fold over, pinch off, put your cap on. Italian spices. So, works great, and I just like to keep a couple of these in my pot depending on what I want. Oftentimes, the biggest ones I'm bringing salt, vegetable broth, or chicken broth, something like that. The sriracha powder, it's good stuff. If you can find sriracha powder in your store, but yeah, really good stuff. Anyways, super easy, ultra lightweight. Enjoy. Come visit us at backcountrycuisine.net. Eat well.